Okay, so I hope everyone's doing really, really well. It's absolutely beautiful weather we've been having, although we could use a little bit of rain. But anyway, it's beautiful and I'm not complaining. So today I wanted to do up something for lunch that was going to be healthy and easy. And so I'm going to do up some tuna cakes. I found a can of tuna in my cupboard, which I'm going to use up. And it's also going to require some avocado and some cilantro and a few other good things. So we're gonna do this all up together, kosher style. Okay, so to begin, I've got my avocado that I just picked up from the store. These were all I think overly ripe because you can really push it on them. There was nothing that was a little bit firmer. So I'm gonna cut into this. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna find when I do this, but I'm hoping it's okay. It's not too bad. It's a little bit kind of brown, but it's not too bad. It's certainly not rotten. So we're gonna just put those, take out our pit. Yeah, ideally you want these to be a little bit firmer, not quite this soft, but this will do. So we're gonna put that into our bowl. I rinse my hands off here. And then we're gonna mush this all up with a fork. Next we're gonna add our tuna. So I just opened the can, and Max always gets the juice from this because as a cat, he absolutely loves this. So this is a treat for him. So we'll save the juice for Max. And we're just gonna open our can here and put our tuna in and just sort of mix that in a bit with our avocado. My little babala. Yum, yum. Next to our bowl, we're gonna add about a quarter of a cup of breadcrumbs. So ideally, you'll want to use whole wheat breadcrumbs. I don't know, this just says plain, so I don't know what this is all they have. So anyway, so we'll mix that in. And again, just sort of fold that in with the avocado and the tuna. Next to our bowl, we're going to add about a quarter of a cup of chopped red onion. This is about all I have left. So we'll just chop that up. Into just little pieces. Next to our bowl, we're gonna add about a quarter of a cup of finely chopped cilantro. I just love this. This is so fresh. So we'll just chop some of this up. I said about a quarter of a cup, roughly. Give or take. I'm gonna eyeball it. That smells so summery. God, that smells good. Now that our cilantro's been added, we're going to add about a tablespoon of lime juice, so freshly squeezed lime juice. And so we'll just put that in. Oh, this smells incredible. Okay, now we're going to add half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Just put that in. And then, now this is really important, kosher salt. Gotta be kosher salt, folks, in order for this meal to be kosher. So we're gonna do, again, half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Hava Nagila Hava Nagila Hava Nagila Venishmecha. And finally, the last ingredient we're going to add is 1 large egg that I've just beaten. And so we're just going to add that in and mix it on up. Okay, so all of our ingredients are in the bowl, and now comes the fun part of forming our little patties. So I've got a baking sheet lined with some parchment paper. So hands and fingers nice and clean. We'll just take some of the mixture, form it into a patty, and just drop it onto our baking sheet. Okay, our patties are on our baking tray. Our stove has been set to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're just going to put them into the stove for about 10 minutes and then flip them over and cook the other side. So into the stove and we wait. Okay, so our tuna cakes have been in the stove for about 10 minutes now. I'm just gonna pull them out for a minute and just to flip them over. So just get underneath. Oops, this is not. And flip. And flip. Okay, and now back into the stove. So for about another 10 minutes. Okay, our kosher tuna cakes are ready, and I hope you're as hungry as I am. It's just after 1 o'clock, so time for lunch. So I've just put a little plate with some cucumbers on here. I'm just gonna take a couple of these. Maybe 3. They're just kind of small. And I've just made up some salsa. Now you could have added some hot sauce to the mixture if you wanted, but I didn't have any, so I've just made up some salsa with some jalapenos and stuff. So I think that's gonna go really good with it. So. Okay, so now comes the big reveal. Let's try a little bit of our kosher tuna cakes for lunch. Oh, these look so good. Mmm, 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 mmm. Oh wow, that's delicious. Mmm. And the best part about these tuna cakes, besides the fact that they're really delicious, is that they're 100% kosher. My name isn't Mark Phillips. Mmm.